Welcome to another edition of Berg is the Word. My name is Mark Bergin, and the college football season is here, the 150th. And Saturday, we've got games. We've got Miami against Florida on Saturday and Hawaii, Arizona. That will be technically week 0, a precursor and appetizer to the main dish of what's to come the following weekend on Labor Day. But the long wait from summer is over, and I'm here to break that down for you. Saturday's games and also the AP Top 25 poll coming out today. And for the first time since 2015, Alabama is not the top team. Clemson takes the top spot at number 1. It's the first time in Clemson program history that they have gotten the preseason top 25 spot, but history is against Clemson. Only 2 teams in the history of the preseason poll, which dates back to 1936, have actually run the table. They've done a preseason poll before the start of the season since 1950, and only 2 teams have been the number 1 team throughout the entire duration of the college football season. So history going against Clemson a little bit in that regard. The 2 teams, 1999, Florida State ran the table, and then in 2004, the USC Trojans as well also began the season ranked number 1 and went undefeated and ran the table and stayed at the top spot. So history against Clemson there. But Alabama coming in at number 2, followed by Georgia at number 3. Remember, Georgia led by quarterback Jacob Fromm. He prompted the transfer of Justin Fields. He's the quarterback of the 4th best team in the country. That's the Ohio State Buckeyes. Ohio State at number 5, Oklahoma at number 4, led by Jalen Hurts, the former Alabama quarterback. So the top 5, to recap and to clarify really quickly: Clemson, Alabama, Georgia, Oklahoma, and Ohio State. At 6, you've got LSU's Joe Burrows, also another transfer. So really what the big theme throughout the offseason was kind of how NBA free agency, a lot of the NBA players moved around. A lot of the quarterbacks as well also moved around. Let me continue to break that down for you. At 7, you've got Michigan. Shea Patterson, the former Ole Miss quarterback, is now quarterback of the Wolverines. Rounding out the top 10, you've got Florida at 8, Notre Dame at number 9, and Texas at number 10. And really, if you look at the whole top 25, really what separates the elite level programs and kind of the mid-tier is really quarterback talent. And that, again, is really the big offseason storyline heading into Saturday's games. Now, Miami and Florida, they will play at Camping World Stadium on Saturday night, 7 o'clock Eastern Time, kickoff. And Florida is a 7.5-point favorite. The over-under set at 47 points there. Following that game, you'll have Hawaii playing Arizona. Arizona, an 11-point favorite there, 74-point over-under as well. So certainly, again, kind of an appetizer to the main course of what's to come, because the rest of the games coming later, starting Thursday and then headed on into the weekend, into Labor Day weekend, there will be plenty of action to watch. In the Miami and Florida game, Jaron Williams, a redshirt freshman, will start for the Hurricanes. He gets the start over Tate Martell. Remember, Tate Martell, the transfer from Ohio State, not getting the starting gig there. Jaron Williams, a redshirt freshman. A key point to point out in that game, Miami starting a left tackle that is a true freshman and a right tackle that is a redshirt freshman. So a lot of youth in Manny Diaz's first season at the helm as the head coach of the Miami Hurricanes. But quick fact I want to get to you, Texas A&M and South Carolina are the first teams to have preseasons number 1 through 3 on their schedule since Missouri in 1975. Northwestern did it in 1968, and Minnesota did it in 1972. Only Missouri won any of those games. So both Texas A&M and South Carolina each have Alabama, Clemson, and Georgia. Not in that order. Clemson number 1, Alabama, and Georgia all on their schedules. So certainly they've got tough schedules there as well. But let me know what you think of the top 25. If you think, your program's right where they need to be, or if you think that maybe Bama's in at number 1 over Clemson. Remember, Clemson coming off their national title win over Bama. certainly, there's going to be a lot of debate, and it's funny always looking at these preseason polls too because they change so drastically throughout the season, just depending on which teams win and lose. But we'll look back at this maybe even a few weeks from now and kind of laugh from where we thought we might be at. There's 7 Big Ten teams in the top 25, and there are 6 SEC schools as well. But you can check that out online. I'm not going to go through the entire list of all of the teams that are ranked this year because, again, certainly that's going to change throughout the season. One thing I do want to point out too, Miami not ranked in the top 25. If they do upset Florida, the preseason 8th ranked team in the country, I would certainly expect Miami to pull in the top 25 if they do upset Florida. Again, they're a 7.5-point underdog headed into Saturday's matchup. But again, really exciting stuff. College football's back. I'm going to go ahead and sign off here. This is Berg is the word. But if you enjoyed watching this, share it on social media with your friends. But if you have any questions after the fact too, I'm happy to go back and answer some of those. But I'm going to go ahead and sign off here. Hope all of you have a terrific rest of your days, terrific rest of your Mondays, rest of your work week. I'll see you next time. So long, everyone.